In this video, we're going to go over the easiest ways to strengthen your back and butt. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over some wonderful exercises that are going to help strengthen the hips, the butt, the glutes, the pelvis, lower back, everything that you need to hopefully help prevent lower back pain in the future. These exercises are meant to be done daily. They can be done at home and they do not require any special equipment. So with the first exercise, we're going to do what is known as the butt walk. It's a really good one because it's going to focus on building coordination into the glute buttocks, lower back, also into the hips. This one is especially good too if you have a lateral pelvic tilt. Let's start off on the floor just like this. We're going to straighten our legs, and from there I'm going to take my hands, press them together into a prayer position. We want nice, good, upright posture with this. The movement is pretty simple. We're going to focus on lifting one butt cheek up, so that whole leg like this, and then driving it forward and then sitting it back down. So when we do this, what I'm going to do is inch forward and then kind of rest like that. I'm going to do it on the other side. So when I do this, you're going to notice that I can start to walk with my butt. This will engage a lot of muscles. You'll really feel it into the glutes. Really focus on engaging into the back of the legs, the glutes, and lower back. But do this right here for about 5 to 10 seconds. From there, you can take a breather, and if you do have some more energy, you can go even further. Really just challenge yourself at that point. But you want to do that for about 3 to 5 repetitions. And with each repetition, always just challenge yourself to go a little bit further with it, engage those muscles. You can take this one to the next level by then going in reverse. So try to go backwards with it. Again, this one right here is actually really tricky for me. It's just a great way to activate all of those muscles in the lower back, the hips, the pelvis, into the glutes, and hopefully just prevent lower back pain in the future. So here's a two-part exercise that's really going to put good coordinated movements pretty much from the legs into the hips into the lower back. I call this one the dog and fire hydrant. We're going to start off on all fours. You can do this one in bed. If your mattress is firm enough, you can also do it on a floor. Let's start off with a chin tuck, taking the chin towards the chest. From there, what I'm going to do is space my legs roughly hip width apart, knees bent roughly at 90 degrees. My arms are going to be nice and straight at the elbows, and they're just going to support my upper body weight so everything is nice and comfortable to begin with. Let's start with what is known as a bird dog, which is very easy to do. I'm just going to simply straighten one leg back like this. The key is I'm going to keep my foot pretty much flat on the bed or the floor and slide the leg back until my knee is straight, and then I'm going to reach just a little bit further. When you do that, you should start to feel a very good activation into the lower part of the leg all the way up into the hamstring and also into the glute. Really focus on feeling it into the glute. Once we get that initial activation, I'm going to slowly lift the leg up till it's pretty much parallel with the floor. When you do this, you're going to feel a lot activate across the leg, into the glute, pelvis, hip, lower back. It's a wonderful exercise. I really feel it into the core muscles too. You want to do nice, slow, controlled breathing with this one. I try to start off holding it for about 5 seconds, but if you want to and get a little bit more of a challenge, you can hold it for longer, 15, 20 seconds. But once you're ready, you need a breather, just bring the leg back down. And then what we're going to do is go into the fire hydrant, and you're going to see why this one gets its name. What I'm going to do is on that same side, lift the knee up just a little bit, and then I'm going to rotate my whole body upwards towards the ceiling. So pretty much from my leg into my lower back, into my upper back, I'm turning my whole body as one complete unit, lifting that leg up, and now you see why we get the name of fire hydrant. Once we do this, you're going to feel a very good activation into the glute and lower back. Try to hold this one for 5 seconds, but if you're able to, you can definitely hold it for longer. But challenge yourself by driving that knee and that leg upwards towards the ceiling. From there, we're just going to come back down, take a breather, and then we're going to repeat on the other side. You want to do this completely for about 10 to 15 reps on both sides. And with each repetition, always challenge yourself to build into the movements. Try to stretch more into it and lift the leg up on the fire hydrant. You can also make the bird dog a little bit harder by using something like ankle weights. But this is just a good way to really build a lot of good strength into the lower back and also into the glutes, and build coordination into those movements and hopefully lead to a lot less back pain. This exercise is what I'd like to call the butterfly thruster. You're going to want to go next to a wall or a door for this one. I really like this exercise because it's really going to focus on the groin, inner part of the leg, and it's also really going to help unlock tight, achy hips. Let's start off on our back like this. What I'm going to do is focus on trying to drive the knees downwards while I put my feet together. So I kind of press my feet together, wing the knees downwards towards the floor. I had a leg workout earlier today and I already noticed that I have a lot of tightness going on into my groin and my hips, and I'm not able to take my legs down all the way. So when I have a lot of tightness to begin with, I just focus on stretching this out for a little bit. You can hold this for like 15 to 20 seconds, come back up, and do this for a couple repetitions. Just try to stretch that out before doing this because you'll get a little bit better of an exercise. Once they're pretty well loosened up, what I'm going to do is go down all the way I can with my knees, press my feet together, hands are going to go on the hips. I'm going to do what is known as a butterfly glute bridge. So I'm going to lift my butt up towards the ceiling just like this. The goal is to try to keep the back as straight as possible, almost like a nice straight line with your knees, your hips to your shoulders. If you're unable to get that, let's say that you're only able to go up this far, go as far as you feel comfortable. Over time, you'll get more strength and be able to progress into it. But once we hit that very comfortable spot, you should feel a very good activation into the core muscles, legs, glute buttocks, lower back. Focus on that. You want to hold this one for about 5 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax, take a breather. On the next rep, try to drive the knees down even further, and then repeat this for 10 to 15 repetitions. If you feel like you have a little bit more left in the gas tank, you can throw another set in. Always just challenge those muscles. You can also experiment with different hold times. Holding it longer will help build endurance. From there, what I'm going to do is focus on what is known as a wall thruster or a hip thruster, and we're going to take this one to the next level. So I'm going to go next to a wall or a door. I'm going to put my feet flat against that door, press into it. You might have better results wearing shoes with this one or bare feet, but you just want to make sure that they're not going to slip. The knees you want bent roughly at about 90 degrees. So let me check my watch here. Yep, about 90 degrees right there. What I'm going to do is just rest comfortably like this. My hands go right on my hips. I'm going to press into the door with my feet and then lift my butt upwards. I'm trying to lift my hips and my stomach pretty much up towards the ceiling as much as we can. Again, this will activate a lot of muscles. The core, low back, glute buttocks. You really want to focus on feeling that. Hold this one for about 5 to 10 seconds. You can relax, take a breather, and then simply repeat this one 10 to 15 times. With each repetition, try to drive that butt up just a little bit more to help strengthen those muscles. Again, if you feel like you have a little bit more left in the gas tank, throw another set or two in. Always challenge those muscles. You can make this one harder and take it to the next level by taking one leg off and then doing it. So just one leg at a time. And just go through these motions right here. They're very good at just strengthening everything, and I hope that that will lead to less back pain in the future. This is what I like to call the wall glute slider. It's pretty easy to do. We're going to start off next to a wall. Go up on one side and place your whole back flat against that wall. I'm going to support my head with my arm just like this. If you do notice that one leg right here has a towel over it, you're going to want to get a medium-sized towel to throw over the top leg right here because it's going to help reduce friction and allow your leg to glide against the wall. The lower leg, the knee is going to be bent. I'm going to take my foot right here and just press into the wall for a little bit more of a stable anchor point. Hand goes right on the hip, or you can just pretty much put it off to the side just like this. So we want the top leg as straight as possible. What I'm going to do also is kind of press forward with it, like taking my heel away from me to activate the glute muscles to begin with. So really try to focus on activating those glute muscles before doing this next movement. From there, I'm going to take my whole leg and then glide it up. I'm going to press my leg weight into my heel and glide upwards as much as I can, and I feel a lot activating into my leg, into my glute. Go up as far as you feel comfortable. You want to keep the leg straight during this exercise and press with the heel into the wall. Once we hit a very good deep activation of those glute muscles, let's hold this one right here for about 5 to 10 seconds. If you feel like you can hold it longer and challenge yourself, do that. But when you need need a breather? Just come back down like this and take one. You want to do this one nice and slowly for about 10 to 15 repetitions. And with each repetition, try to drive the leg up just a little bit more to help fire those muscles. And if you do feel like you have a little bit more energy, a little bit left in that gas tank, try to do another set or two. And when you're done on one side, always switch to the other to keep them both in balance. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.